Everybody, so here we go straight right into like our next episode here. And here we go.
That doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Erend. Erend, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do. Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some I need to sneak around behind it. It'll be a tough fight if I take that thing head on. Blanketing the land. Shields down! It's on the move!
Where did it go?
Fire's wasted on the machine. A heavy weapon. I could use it against the Spectre.
Here we go. Live long, kill your ass. That's sweet. Oh, next time I get it.
Missed it.
I guess we're not going for stealth, eh? Give me your best. And again.
Still in this fight.
Aloy, for you.
What?
Come here.
Bastard!
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story. but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two, go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zenith won't be so invincible after all. I'll stash this away for later.
Well, that was a pain in the butt.
No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Erend? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me now.
There's two of you now. At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying. Did you speak with...
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl to... No use crowding someone when they're...
What are you working on?
I'm still figuring out how to read. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed.
I have to get go...
Don't go cut.
Aloy, you're back.
Yeah, I'm just...
You mean after, but isn't you? Guess this must be even stranger.
Little?
Varl said she may be able to help.
Maybe. You said you met...
Varl mentioned she would.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day.
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to... Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus are, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole. I assume you've been looking into Demeter now that Gaia's merged with it?
Yes. To know that the seeds I carry in this pouch came in turn from the seeds saved for Demeter in the old... It gives me hope that the cycle of life will...
I need to get...
May the land... Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Aloy! Glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information. About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago? That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed. So far, Zenith established a colony world after all. Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable. Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves? Not their descendants. What? Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know? How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves? I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants. And you? Does that mean that you are... I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function. Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it? When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over. So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over? When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want. Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit. So you know about the extinction signal? It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says. Eric, he's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab. He enjoys hurting people. Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zenith set up a base. Where is it? Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zenith. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine wars. It must be impregnable. What's inside the base? Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need. Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met? I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space. Other survivors of the colony. You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. All I was ever told was that a natural disaster. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then...
Guess they survived old age too. How did you escape?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run, I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's logs so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done. You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying it. Was this archive you...
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the would assign me learning modules and evaluate my
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutor...
To have all that knowledge, just at... All right, I think that's enough for now.
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single...
To a single location, of course not! You didn't even know who the Zeniths were. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here, they're gonna find this place and take me.
They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything.
Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right?
So is there anything you can do to help? I have certain knowledge sets, and given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry.
Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here.
I'll come back later.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia. Hey, you...
I suppose.
That's
Good.
No, I said. Oh, keep them in a little zone. next time when I get to a town.
The old ones created so many wonderful inventions that...
Hey,
Nothing some rest can't... Are you okay?
just
Fair enough.
how's...
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That...
I see everyone's settled.
Zoe's planning says a home... I asked Aaron to...
Still, it's not a bad... It's good to see you.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift. And to thank her for helping me study something from the old world that she's never... Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, anything, really.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something up.
I'll keep an eye...
Okay.
There.
Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
Silent.
He's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Guy. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now
Cover
there is
beta.
another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more... some functions to get.
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. It makes you want to punch something.
More like someone.
You're the one that...
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods.
You said you wanted to talk about...
I think there's a way to heal them, so that once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it, if we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
That's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores, from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land...
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then Use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well, but taking...
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy.
I'll let you know.
Good.
Looks like some of the holograms are working now.
I have a purpose that displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
I wonder what it's like.
Alright, so quest, side quest, that was 25. So, before we do anything else, we are definitely going to be doing all of like these things that I couldn't do before. Everything that I couldn't do before, and now that we now can, we are going to do. So, we will start by right here, and then we will save, and then we will be done for the day. Beta Sobek clone data point data. And oh man, that's right. I also need to go somewhere where I can upgrade my equipment. Okay, I think I'll go back to there actually. So I needed to do a few things to my current main equipment, so. So before we end, I will do all of that. Outfit upgrade. Which one? Alright, so my inventory. So I find that one, which I did upgrade. I did upgrade that one. Components there. Oh, okay. A component turn around. Yeah, that's right.
Practically someone knows how to tickle.
Stealth. Power and protection. What will you choose?
Last time I was back, he'd already started walking. And
Welcome to my life.
I see you all made it back.
Hammer and tongs. That they did, Huntress. They tell me you blasted through the problem. Lokuf here came back trembling like a twig. Hey!
What's important is everyone made it out. No thanks to Ulvin. Let's just count our lucky sparks that Petra's taken over the mine's supervision.
Guess that means no more slacking off.
Just stay safe.
Oh, this'll really boil there, bro. I'll add a sprinkle of...
Your health is my...
Okay. Haven't been back here in like a while, so I might as well talk to somebody. Was that one already completed? Oh, there's...
Seat's always open. Come for another round?
How are the refugees doing?
They keep to themselves mostly. Some even found work around town. Good thinking, giving them that Stormbird heart.
I'm glad it helped. I hope they can get back.
I'll keep checking up on them.
Then they'll be just fine. I thought you'd be back in.
Well, after the big battle, I realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hand. And thanks to your handiwork, I got my hands full.
I guess you found the right place.
Guess I did.
I thought you'd be back.
Well, but heard about. And
I guess you found the.
guess I did.
That's taller.
Nah. So, hey, clip. Good riddance.
The concession decree Ulvin wanted. What was it exactly?
Big old pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would have put all Ostrom claims in the Daunt under Ostrom law, even though they're on Karja land. It would have meant that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the... And since Ulvin had a stake in all those claims, it would have made him richer than a scrapper in a junction, not to mention Chainscrape would have become an Ostrom municipality. So he could have bought enough votes to call himself an Elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Almost got a... Until next time.
Alright, so now we're not going to go back to here. And then we're going to save, and then we're going to be done. So I do want to thank everyone for tuning in here. And I'll see everybody in like the next episode here. I do want to thank everyone for tuning in here. See you guys on like the next one here. So, manual save, so right here. As we are now level 30. See everybody in like the next one here.